at stage. There we go. Okay. Sorry. Hi, everyone. Okay, so this is Mr. Mans. Mr. Mans needs his food. I just got home from work. So then you give him his foods, and I come back and we hit play on a movie. Come on, Douglas. He's a good man. Yes, he is. Okay. Okay. Hello. Hi. Oh, my gosh. V, River, Ben, D. Oh, my gosh. Okay, everyone, hello. I don't know. There's no time. There's no time. There's no rest. I had to get Tyler food because we think it went spoiled, like the last food that he had. So I went to the store and I got the food, ran home, put this on, ran downstairs to feed him and realized it was already time to start. And so I ran up and I gave you guys a quick little preview. But how is everyone? I have lots of messages to catch up on. Mr. Man is priority one. Yes. Ben, I'm glad everyone's here. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Let me catch my breath for a second. How is we? I took a sip of this forgetting it's not water. Like I took a sip as if it was water. This is an energy drink. I feel like I need both. I have wine. I have an energy drink. How do I live? Covered in paint. Ooh, what are you decorating? Yeah, D, it's a lot. I'm a firm believer in out of sight, out of mind. So while the world crumbles around me, I'm just gonna, like do my thing. Eating apples again, so juice on fingers. I want to know. Ooh. I don't know what that means, but I'm glad that you're here. I mean, I've made everyone wait long enough. Hey there, hi there, ho there. I looked at the camera and y'all are over here. Bedroom, but I've had Blu-rays on the background. So, ooh, that's what I love. I love when I clean this room because I'll put something on the TV. Oh, I want to know what he's decorating. 2. He probably meant to say 2. Okay, I get it now. I get it. I'll put some tapes on while I clean. So I love cleaning and organizing this room specifically for that. Or if I'm downstairs and cleaning, I'll put, I don't know why my movie choice to clean to is Halloween 4. So I'll blare Halloween 4 and clean to that. It's the next line in the song, Leanne Rimes fan. Oh, okay. So let's see, this is going to connect. All right. Does everyone have their movie pulled up? Remember, this is watch along style. You have to have your own version. I set it on Discord. I might have set it on the YouTubes. This is my backup lipstick. I don't need that. Ugh, I like the regular, the good stuff. I already have the freaking music in my head. Yeah, for anyone that doesn't already know, besides the fact that this is very disorganized and I wanted it to not be this way, but I scheduled this too early for getting out at 6 and starting this at 6:15. It's not realistic. Especially because the lady came in right before I was supposed to leave and just started talking. I was like, I have to go. But this is one of my favorite movies of all time. So I hope everyone enjoys. River said this is her first time watching, so I'm excited. Pinch for an hour. Oh, okay, here we go. Then I'm going to hit play. I'm just going to hit play. Is everyone ready to sync up? You can follow along on the timer. I'll give you a countdown for when I hit play on mine, but the timer up above is where you can follow and make sure that you are at the same spot that I am. Hopefully you've seen most of the other entries in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, but you don't have to have seen them all because I only ever watched 1, 2, 3 and this. And I was like, I love this movie. And so now that I've seen part 4 and eventually we'll watch part 5 and 6, you don't need to even have seen them all for this movie to be amazing. So I'm gonna okay, can I just say that the trailer for Wes Craven's New Nightmare is epic? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna hit play and then we will talk about the trailer because I do think it's an underrated trailer, underrated movie, underrated everything. Okay, we're ready. I'm hitting play. In 3, 2, 1, play. Oh my gosh, I already love it. Actor who played Chase in documentaries said that she should play his own. Oh yeah, wait, he didn't literally did it on the doc. Maybe that's just because he is hot. He is hot. Can we talk about this opening? Let me get my face off the screen so I can watch just the movie. So this is technically part 7 in the franchise. Brightness up, music up, iconic opening. Chase. Is the guy playing Severed Hand Freddy in the movie within a movie? Yes, I didn't realize until they just showed his face. Print that. I guess he used to actually say, print that, check the gate. Like that's something he actually would say. Oh, Wes, we miss you. I remember watching this and being like, I'm confused. Dylan's New Nightmare. Ben, is that what you're talking about? Or Dylan? Yeah, Dylan's New Nightmare was very good. Too short. That needed to be a full length movie with Daddy Dylan. Give my entire me later on, maybe tomorrow. Your entire me. I remember watching this with a friend of mine, and she immediately picked up on how big that container is, and she was like, "I could tell something was up," and I was like, "I never even noticed." I love this whole opening. The meta had me so confused. I was like, "Am I watching behind the scenes?" I'm like, "Was that the opening of the original?" Whoa. Damn it, Chuck. Oh no. I love it. And I know that Wes hated acting. So the fact that he wrote himself into this, I just bless that man's heart. Chuck, get off me. I'm dying. That was messed me up as a kid because men screaming like that is a trigger. It was all a dream. Is Chuck here? Oh, I don't know if Chuck is a YouTube member. I think Chuck is definitely on Patreon. I don't know if he's a YouTube member though. Concept trailer for a fake Elm Street remake. No, I don't think I saw that. Oh yes, I know about that. He acted it. So did John Carpenter. Well, it's John Carpenter's film, but John Carpenter's in it, right? Always loved the waves in the pool. Gosh, Heather's beautiful. Carl, that was Heather. It's crazy. She's just like in her mid-30s here. And at this point, it feels like it had been an eternity since the previous films, but it had only been 10 years since the first one. So 7 movies in 10 years they did. I'm gonna fell. Heather, calm the fuck down. Ooh. I'm gonna try not to do that thing where I say lines before they happen, but when I tell you I love this movie, also all real footage from earthquake that had happened because like they had huge earthquakes during the filming. Yes, she does, Ben. The meta was meta-ing in this movie is insane. Bitch, let me be creative. Let little Miko Hughes be creative. That's a bucket list. I need to meet Miko Hughes in my life. Him. That's who that is. I'm Julie. Yeah, me too, River. He's the same kid from Pet Sematary. Yeah, I do. I live with you. Yeah, he was a little shit in Full House, I remember. Hurt. Sorry, I tried not to. Hmm. I guess so. That's too long. Chase, come back. Oof. Careful with your words. Ooh. And say he just said bye. This always kills me, the way she just like delicately hops into the other room. He said bye. He said I gotta work. I gotta pay for this house, Heather. What? Cover his head, Heather. Also, I love that this movie like just starts right away and has tons of just weird misdirection right away. Everything is weird. Everything seems strange. And the whole movie plays out like a psychological thriller. Is it the 101, Julie? Oh. Yeah, girl, are you okay? Julie covering his ears. More delicate hopping. I think in real life she did hurt her ankle at some point. So there are a lot of moments where you'll watch her walking or running and she is kind of like limping a little bit, which made sense for the character, but it was real life. There's so much stuff that happens in this movie that was like real, it was meta. The earthquakes were in the script already, but they actually happened. She had a stalker in real life, and that was in the script. Oh, the side eye. He said, "You fucking bitch." Watch your mouth round, Heather Langenkamp. Don't be so sensitive, Heather. Good cover, Julie. Yeah, I'm out here in my limo. Yeah, fluorescent. I think Adrian King. I was that in one of the behind the scenes featurettes or something. I think that's true. Was that at a convention, or is that her front door? Because I know that Danielle Harris also had a stalker, so I know that was a thing. And that stalker showed up to her home with a gun. Ooh, Julie. Julie's so pretty. Yeah, V, I think they were obsessed with her from specifically the Halloween movies. Something like I think they like thought that they loved her. Like, I love you so much, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, V, it's people don't think about that. Or they think, oh, well, you're a celebrity, it's part of the job. It's really not. A lot of this stuff is not a part of their job. They go to work to do an acting gig, and then they want to go home. Period. Right, V, but that's how people are sick. And she was a child, which makes it sicker. I just love this movie. I love that I'm watching a movie about the making of the movies that takes place in the same universe as the movies, but not. I love how kind of off-putting that is to her. Stop interrupting her. Ugh, I love this. I love that, like, all of I don't know. For me, all of this holds so much weight. You're kind of forced to feel so many different emotions at once when you're watching this movie because it's like it's Freddy, but it's Robert England. It's Robert England playing Freddy. It's Robert England playing Robert England playing Freddy. And her reacting like she's smiling, but then she's also like, wait, like it's Robert, but it's Freddy. They would not be able to hold those kids back in real life. That was me. Bam! Robert! Brother! New Line Cinema. Ben asked, did this movie do well? No, it did not. Oh, I forgot that I could do this. I haven't used StreamYard in a minute. The way she said, you'll be glad you did, I bet, always weirded me out. But come to find out, a lot of the people paying executives are the actual executives. So that woman on the phone is not an actress. She was one of the producers of the original movies, and she did work for New Line. On Scream 3, they tried, but they couldn't hold back the dog. When Sydney spilled the bag of dog food, the dog just gobbled it up. Okay. That's Scream 3. Which is also Wes Craven, I guess. So. Yeah, black coffee. If I'm drinking coffee, it's for the caffeine, not for the flavor. Fantastico. Yeah, yes, it kind of gives the. I mean, it's her just acting weird, but a lot of this gives it the. I love how he says the definitive nightmare, because that's what this movie is to me. Um, but yeah, everything is kind of like everything feels like a dream, including some of the line delivery. So that kind of makes sense. I keep looking at the camera. I'm so trained like a dog to look up here. Plus, your character died, so my husband. What do you mean? Also, forgetting the amount of like kind of like sexism, maybe, or is more like misogynistic behavior that's in this movie. Not, I think it's. I feel like it's more subtly used to add to the frailty of her character, like because the industry is like overly masculine. These men are trying to pull her into something she doesn't want to do. I don't know if I'm reading too much into that, but Wes Craven is actually a very, very, very good writer, and he wrote this. So his political, like not political undertones, but when he wants to say a message, he's very good at. Mm. Poor Dylan. I'm not a bad babysitter, Heather. Shut up. But People Under the Stairs, he also wrote, and that's a fantastic, like, it's a very well written movie. Rex. Oh, I remember. Everyone have your Rex. Do you have your Rex? No. It's the Sarah Reiser. Oh, I bet. I didn't mean in real life. I meant in the movie. Like it's kind of written like, you know, the cab driver is kind of like intrusive. Her husband's a little dismissive. The Bob Shea playing himself called her sweetie. Like I feel the interviewer was very just like, I'm gonna cut you off. Like it kind of it feels like everyone around her is trying to pull her in a direction she doesn't want to go. Oh my God, Ben. I watched that for the first time. Was it last year or the year before? And I watched it on the channel and I was like, how have I not seen this? I often say now, this movie and People Under the Stairs were Wes Craven like perfecting his craft. Because after this, we get Scream. You know? I also love the music. I love the music. I just love this movie. Episode. Like what? Like who? I'm sorry. I could just like bask in this movie all day. Oh, right. I tried watching Shocker, Ben, and I'll be honest, I couldn't get into it, but I will try it again. I keep forgetting that I can put your comments up on the screen. I'll be home in 3 hours. Arnar. Okay, I'm gonna. It's still playing. I've seen this movie in the used restroom. I love this part. I come back down a little bit, Deppos. Neat old man with the claws. I grabbed chips too. Yeah, I kicked the thing by accident. We love Rex. Everyone get your Rex. I've got my Rex. Yes, there is, bitch. You don't know. Rex. The last house on the left. Yeah, so is um, Hills Have Eyes, which is why I prefer the remakes because they are very clever ideas, but they have kind of like a documentary feel to them, which makes them too much. 99. Right. This kid drops bars. I love him. Chase, wake up. Chase, we're not doing this. I feel like I don't like this angle. It's fine. Come on. Light. Neurotic, hello. You arrived at a close-up of Chase's crotch. As a kid, I was shook. Dylan, he's been sitting here staring at me this whole time. Rex. How loud is my chewing? I don't want to open the door. Hello, Mr. Handsome Cop. This is your fault, Heather. You shouldn't have called him and told him to come home. That's not nice to say. It also, like, everything plays out. I don't know what you mean, fluorescent. I want to see for myself. This whole movie kind of plays out like a psychological thriller, and you're not really sure, like, is Freddy, like, what's happening? Like, it takes place in Hollywood. This is the actress from the Freddy movies talking about Freddy. We see the actor who plays Freddy, and like nothing like has happened in real life really yet that we know of, and then all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, dead. No, yeah, yes, I agree. And like a lot of people are playing themselves, but Obviously that was an actor playing her husband, but her husband does work in special effects. So her husband actually does work and do like practical effects and that kind of stuff. I know where he's from. Tell me where this man is from. Who can guess the trivia? Yes, Ben. Yes, it's Kenny the cameraman from Scream. And I do agree, River. Like you I would not be able to breathe. Like my throat would close, my lungs would stop. Like even just then, she's not upset enough. But I understand that's not what this is about, so it's fine. So I love that this actor is in this movie, which is Wes Craven, and then Wes Craven was like, "Can you come back and be my cameraman for this other movie?" Close his eyes. Oh my god. I'm so stupid. Fluorescent earlier, Pogo. I was like, I don't know what your comment means. I just asked, is my chewing loud? And you said loud. Sorry. I'm just gonna mute while I chew. Thank you for telling me. Almost got a booty shot there. I ain't saying shit. You can sign. I'm still chewing, but can anyone tell me the trivia about this scene? Thank you. This cemetery scene. Thank you, River. I had salad for lunch today and I felt pretty full, but I'm feeling this movie is like a comfort movie I want to eat. What Ben said. I'll talk more about it when the scene's over. But Ben's the winner chicken dinner. I also love that this is the reintroduction of John Saxton. Be safe, y'all. So, like Ben said, this was the whole a bunch of the cast from the first movie are in the background. So the actors who played Tina, I think what's her name? Knight? Something Knight from part 4 is in there. Robert obviously is there. The guy who played the hot boyfriend in the first movie. Yes, John Saxon looked good until the very end. Tuesday Night, that's her name. Tuesday Night was in the background. Only person that's really not there is Johnny Depp, and Wes Craven admitted later that he was too afraid to ask Johnny Depp to be in the scene. And when Johnny Depp actually saw the movie, he said, "Why didn't you ask me? I would have said yes." And so that was the one regret that Wes had with this movie, or with just whatever. He said, the one big regret I have is I didn't just ask him, because Johnny was like, of course I would have shown up and been in the background. Because Johnny Depp's in the first movie, and that's what really gave him a career. This is the mid-90s, so Johnny Depp was Edward Scissorhands. He was everywhere, you know? Oh, I did see Yaz, I think you mentioned Shocker. We could do that as a live, because I probably won't watch that for like a reaction. Things are more fun with you guys here. Dylan, the pho? Look at her having not aged in the 10 years between movies. Cannibal Apocalypse? Yeah, he was buff back then. I don't think I'm going to watch a movie called Cannibal Apocalypse, but you can send me just pictures of I don't like this camera angle. The lighting. I don't. The TV. No. I heard it in my bed, Mom. Oh. This little angel. Should I? Okay, sorry. I'm not. When I film the reactions, the lighting is fine, almost. The TV wasn't even plugged in. If only the invasive hospital doctor could see that, she wouldn't think Heather was cray cray. Oh yeah, when that comes. Oh God, I love that whole third act of the third act of this movie. The whole movie's fantastic, but the third act is just like peak cinema. Daddy's in heaven. Shit, we're having this conversation now. Yaz knows about that doctor. That doctor did a fantastic job, though. Played a bitch doctor so well. I don't think they ever acted again. Dylan. This shit's heavy. She's like, but I'm tired, so if you could just shut the hell up, you know. Did I mention I'm wearing my Wes Craven stack shirt? Ben, I remember that in the trailer. That line, those lines are in the trailer. And finally, her being a good mom. This whole time, she's like, Dylan, stop doing arts and crafts. Stop having nightmares. Stop being weird. And now she's finally like, you're cool. Oh my God, I forgot that Deep River. This is in Connecticut. These are made in Connecticut. Someone was just talking about Deep River chips, and I was like, huh? And I just randomly bought these today. Yeah, you put Rex. Yes. Favorite scene of the movie. I'll keep saying that, but this is my favorite scene in the movie. I want to get to the bed thrown with the VHS covers on it. I want to get the bed thrown. Me too, Ben. Is Georgina here? Georgina, I've missed you. Hello. I'm sorry, we're already almost halfway through the movie. I'm so glad you're here. It's so late for you. Was it like 1 a.m. for you? Neurotic said, yeah, no, for real. Dylan, can you stop like having art be your outlet, please? I love all this psychological stuff. The movie takes the trauma very seriously. It's okay, Georgina. We're glad you're back. Not was. I'm going to mute while I watch my favorite scene and we talk to Georgina because I'm going to chew these chips. That line and then John's reaction. God wouldn't take me. Like, what do you mean? This is a Freddy movie. And we're talking about God won't take me. Georgina, I'm so sorry. Life has been lifing for a lot of us. I'm glad you jumped on, even if it's just for a moment. We're going to do more of the live streams so you can jump into those going forward. There'll be a lot more members only live things because I owe that to you all, I think. Oh, yeah, this whole thing. I watched it more than a year ago. Oh, Dylan's New Nightmare. I watched like last year. It's good. It's very good for like a short fan film situation. Like it's definitely good. And I've been waiting for some kind of follow up to this forever, so I appreciated that. I feel like it was too short. It lends itself to being a full length film, so I'm hoping we get some kind of sequel. But we should definitely do a live watch party soon, maybe next week. The SOB. I'll take care, okay? Or Georgina, this is my favorite. This is my probably favorite in the franchise. This and 4, I think, which is weird because I think I've seen 4 the least. But I'm like in awe of those 2 movies. This one and Part 4. 13 Fanboy. I wanted to watch 13 Fanboy, so let's do like some short films, some live watch parties to that. That seems cute. I like that. Because I wanted to watch that, but another one of my favorite scenes. Every scene in this movie is a favorite scene. I was interested till I saw a preview, and the preview looked really cheap and bad, and I was very upset. And then I found out that everyone in it plays themselves, except for one person. I won't say it because I don't want to spoil anything, but one person is in the Friday the 13th films and is in that film, but does not play themselves. They play a different character, and I was like, that seems stupid. Missed opportunity. Shit. We're back. I love that shot establishes the bed. The bed has been established. Yes, fluorescent. We agree on that. Finally, Jesus. It has substance and weight, but lots of style too. Like it doesn't sacrifice one for the other, in my opinion. Although the recasting of Kristen was. Yes, Ben, he is so scary in part 2, and everyone's like, it's the gay one, which it is, but he is so dark and so scary in that movie. His voice is even deeper. Unrotic, you watched one of the Friday 13th. There's a lot of Friday 13th fan films. I even own a couple, and I still haven't seen them all. God, I love how Wes Craven edits. I mean, he's not the editor, but like I just love how. Same, Heather. Ben, no, not yet. I did a poll asking what movie to do a live watch party to, and that was one of the options. And it didn't win. So eventually, maybe in the summertime, because I don't think I'm going to sit and watch the whole thing for a reaction. I feel like it would make for a good one of these. Dylan. Get her, Jade. We got a dream within a dream. Yeah, but I've heard it's like an original concept, has a couple cool deaths, and that's kind of all it's good for, but that's fine. Like, I'll watch it. Not the letters. Dylan! That limp, that's one of the limps I'm talking about. There's multiple times where she's limping, and I think they wrote something into the movie to maybe have her have kind of a limp, but in real life, she actually hurt her ankle. Watched rematches as a kid. First Freddy film. Oh, wow. That's a hell of a first. I think, was my first the first one or the second one? I used to watch the second one on repeat when I was younger, though, because it was so scary. And I remember I liked the first movie. It's obviously clever and good and smart, but the second one was my jam. And then once I saw the third was my jam. Once I saw this, I was like, this is it. The whole scene, River. So yeah, she's the limp. It was real. The looks that he gives her, he's always like, don't say anything. This doctor's phenomenal at being. Oh, and who's she? Someone tell me. Someone tell me. Oh, he's a schizophrenic. Are you there, Dylan? I'll eat this whole bag of chips probably. I'm gonna give you the trivia anyway. That actress talking to the taller doctor is Lynn Shay. Lynn Shay is what's her face from the Insidious movies, but she's also Bob Shay's sister. So Bob Shay is the producer of this movie and he was the head of New Line Cinemas. His sister is Lynn Shay. The more you know. But she's also in the first Nightmare on Elm Street movie, so she's playing a different character here. But sorry, anyway, I'm done. Shh. Take the drugs, Dylan. Drugas. In real life, she would not leave. She would not leave. She'd be right there the whole time. He said, I ain't sleeping, bitch. That always looked too close to me. I always got the feeling that that was not on purpose. Actual earthquake footage they had her drive around through because the earthquakes had just like happened while they were filming. I'm sorry, I just can't stop eating. Once I'm hungry, if I'm eating, like there's no stopping me. Also, this outgoing message is so freaking creepy. This hits a little harder now too because of all the fires happening over there. Thanks, River and Neurotic. I will. The limp is back. Duh, Heather. Also, why is it always we're 5 years old when we watch this stuff? I was about 5 when I saw Child's Play, Silver Bullet. I was already watching a couple of the earlier Halloween sequels. No one was. Why was no one paying attention? And it is always the cousins and the neighbors, cousins and neighbors. That's who it was. The local bully, for whatever reason, decided to be nice to me one day. I went to his house and we were hanging out, and he put on Nightmare on Elm Street. So that's when I saw the first one. But I saw parts of it. I saw most of it that day at his house, and then I watched the second one on my own. Memory unlocked. His name is JR. JR, he's a piece of shit. Yeah, neurotic, agreed. They're just as stupid. We are proven to be a really stupid, self-destructive species. Why me? Dolls is the first movie to have be your first horror movie. And I love that your dad got Ghoulies instead of Goonies. You know, you're probably right, River. He probably thought I'd be scared. And I was like, this is great. I remember Interview with Vampires scaring me, but I don't remember anything about the movie. I think I love that line. The only way to stop him is to make another movie. The meta is metaing. I've also never heard of Munchies. I mean, like real life Munchies, like being starving. Yeah, and here that's my life all the time. But a movie called Munchies, that's a Critters spinoff. I have not. I have not. I have never. One of the best scenes ever is coming up. Mm-hmm. More evil. Deceased. Georgina, Ben is, I believe, also in England. Mm-mm. The TV said I will be heard. Okay. Okay. From this scene on is peak Wes Craven. Love this. The claws across. The way he calls her Nancy. Oh. That part used to give me like chills when I was younger. Excuse me. Damn it. Heather. Mm-mm. No, girl. That is my child. You weren't going to tell me? Julie, just stand here, I guess. Look at this babysitter. Heather, shut the fuck up. And yeah, you had one job. The one job was to get Rex. No, I have not. Yes. Get off me. Put my son in an oxygen tank and not tell me. In front of the mom? They're like, I don't know. Barely alive, kind of iffy. Come on, Dylan. You got this, girl. The jumper. Mine? Like my sweater? Or Dylan's outfit? Yes, Ben, he was. Dylan is the one who asks or says, boys have a penis and girls have a vagina. It's the very same. That's him. Oh, I love it. I love this movie. Everyone knows who Freddy is. Georgina, it's from a place called Studio House Designs, a website called Studio House Designs. I love their stacks. They have other art too, but they have a lot of stacks. This is Wes Craven's stack. They've got John Carpenter. They've got Halloween stacks. They've got, which I also have, Friday 13th stacks. Didn't want to wake you. Ooh, a Trauma VHS shirt. That'd be cute. Vipco. Check Studio House. They could have something. If not, maybe suggest it. She said call security. That is my son. Screw your pass. Legacy sequels before legacy sequels existed. Ow. Oof. Yeah, no, I'm a fan, Georgina. Long sleeves. Whenever I see like really cool art on a shirt, I'm so pissed when it's just a black t-shirt. I'm not gonna wear that. A sweater, a crew neck, or that like this. This I will wear. This is like an almost everyday shirt for me. Dylan. That was my Zavid, but Dylan. Yeah, Mom, if you had done your job. I love her. She's so mean and bad. She's a bad guy, but she's so good at it. I really wish this movie had been more successful when it first came out. Someone had asked earlier, did this movie do well? And I meant to answer. I'm not sure if I did. Right across the freeway. But the movie bombed when it came out. I'm not sure if it was the marketing, if people didn't understand, or people had like fatigue. I think they had like Freddy fatigue by that point. Oh, I did. Thank you, Ben. Sorry. Don't fall asleep. Just like in the movies. I don't know why I always love that she kind of like the way Julie holds her hands up in certain ways. Like she's always finicky with her, playing with her fingernails, or like just now she like had her hand like that. Like I don't know why I like that about her. Also, all Heather has to say is that someone else showed Dylan the movie, and that she has a stalker. Oof. Can you imagine them going against like the parents' wishes? Julie's a real one. Ah! That fast? No, Dylan, stay awake. There kind of is technically that, right? Also love the music in this movie. Ben was a raver. Get it, Ben. Get it, Ben. Sorry, I stopped talking. I just love the sense of urgency in this film. I love how Wes Craven often in this movie especially goes from like one thing happening to another. He goes back and forth a lot to it builds the tension and keeps the pace up. Damn it, Julie. No, I haven't played Skin the Cat. I remember thinking he said Skin the Cat, but not. Oh, wait. This iconic, wait. Bitch. Oh, Julie. Julie. Where is I? Um, she says skin the cat, but then he says skin the cat, but he doesn't skin her, so I was always confused. Oh shit. I love that. Like she gets to say I told you so without saying I told you so. I just love that the first hour and something of this movie is like a pure psychological thriller, and then it goes into full right across the freeway. Then it goes into full Wes Craven, crazy dream chase, horror, fantasy. The CGI doesn't age well, but bum bum. Pew, pew. Dylan. I was gonna say y'all got lucky, but oof. I would love to. Well, I mean, assuming the house is still standing because the Palisades is completely burned down, but like see these locations, including this house. We both just ran across the freeway, John Saxton. That's what happened. Yeah, sure. Mm. I don't think I ever noticed that like the first time I saw this movie. I won't say in case nobody else, in case River didn't, because River is her first time. That. Hmm. The first time when they're inside, he calls her Nancy, but he calls her Nancy again outside. But inside, he says it, and she doesn't really pick up on it. But I just love that she has to. She has to, like him doing this. He's like waiting for her. She has to play Nancy. I love it. Get back hoping they wouldn't notice. Oh no. Wait, the tape? Oh, the VCR chewed up the tape. You're fine. Look for that late charge or that whatever it's called in the mail. What did you have for like a video? Oh, you had Blockbuster. Okay. I'm waiting for Blockbuster to make a comeback. I swear to God, I feel like it's gonna. It should. It needs to. And now we're at the original house. Oh, it snapped the tape. Shit. Yeah, take that knife. Hollywood Video returns in 2026. I wouldn't be mad at that either, but Blockbuster is really where it's at. What happened to them was terrible. Everyone says it was Netflix. It wasn't Netflix. Netflix was trying to buy Blockbuster, and Blockbuster kept saying no. No, Blockbuster tried to buy One tried to buy the other, but the whole Blockbuster thing was because the guy who ended up buying Blockbuster siphoned the money and used it for his other business. So he basically purposely bankrupt Blockbuster. Breadcrumbs. Freddie, shut up. He's here Friday with it. Yeah, it was always weekends, right? God, I miss Blockbuster too. Same thing. I'd go visit my dad and we'd go rent a couple of movies the weekend. They had their own Netflix-like service. Oh yeah, they did. They did have their own thing. Yeah, I just miss video stores in general. Rex! Breaks my heart. R.I.P. Rex. That's why I love Ben, like thrifting stores in general. Like I love just finding physical media. Okay, don't throw Rex on the floor like that. He's been through a lot. Looking at those covers where you move the box and it goes from a snowman to a monster. Oh yeah, I remember those. Yeah, they still do that now, like on Blu-rays and DVDs and 4Ks and stuff. But back then that was gigantic. I think I have the Oh, no. I thought I had the Final Destination 2. It's like a shiny cover, but it's not the Oh, I have it with I took it off because I actually don't like it. I put it in, but this is supposed to go like in here, and it says like Jurassic Park, and then it's a T-Rex kind of thing. But it's a little like and I like just the simplicity of this, so I slide it into the tape. Sorry, Heather's going someplace. Oh, Rex is the bad guy? Is that what I missed? I saw some Rex comments and I was like, what are y'all talking about? But I was so lost in John Saxton's eyes, I couldn't keep up, couldn't follow. Ended up with the faculty and some others. Georgina, yeah, no, I could walk around there forever. My dad be like, okay, you ready? And I'm like, no. Okay, like I said, the CGI doesn't hold up. It was 1994. Yes, getting CDs was huge. Neurotic. Any VHS tape. Most of my collection I had from back in the day was gifted to me. So I would rent the movies all the time, but if I owned it, it's because someone actually gave it to me for the most part. I was a child, so of course I wasn't buying stuff of my own, but like there's very few times I got to go to the store and like asked for a movie and someone said, yes, you could have this. And his toupee. I need a toupee. I need a John Saxton. Someone give me the John Saxton toupee. Cute. Yeah, fluorescent. They had CDs too. They had games too. There was a whole game section. Some of them, I think it's Hollywood Video actually had like a whole room dedicated to video games. Blockbuster just had like a whole side of the store, like aisle or 2 aisles worth. Almost there, bitch. Ben, you lost your hair too? My late 20s, it just started going. And then once I turned like 31, 32, I was like, oh, it's gone. Okay, great. So I'm holding on to this, but there's nothing up top. I'm going to shave it at some point. I did like the mom and pop video stores too. See, it's weird. Back then, I preferred Blockbuster and Hollywood Video because I loved that the movies that I loved were getting attention, and I feel like they're always full of people, and I loved that there are people around who loved the same things I loved. And now I would kill for any of them, but especially a mom and pop. I love mom and pop like video stores and thrifting stores and stuff. Anyone in Connecticut, the Archive in Connecticut, I talk about them all the time. Sorry, I'm running the movie. Her life. So funny, he goes from this meta horror movie right to Scream. Not nice. That's the quote I put on Instagram for this. Pick a pet for the Rugrat bitch. Take a snake to your eye. Yeah. Said, Mommy doesn't say bad words. I will say I love the music up until this point, although it gets better. This one fight, I feel like always comes off a little cheesy. Like the music becomes very silly here for no reason, but the rest of the movie makes up for it. Imagine having your arch nemesis in the palm of your hands and not killing her. Where's your mommy, Piglet? Ah. Dylan. Is that fire real? He shouldn't be there. No, Ben, they couldn't rent it. An adult would have to rent it. Which really, kids weren't at the store renting movies on their own anyway, so. Georgina says my dad never checked the ratings, never occurred to him. Oh, this whole thing. My dad checked, but he really didn't care. He just wanted to be entertained, so. Crazy. He is eating him. She stabbed him right in the dick, y'all. I've seen those big 18s on the boxes. The tongue. So many tongues in these movies. Ew, his tongue is on her chestis. Yeah, Dylan, help me out. I love that he's saying no, but his mouth is closed. Yeah, close that shit. Yeah, neurotic, same. Like they just at that point they're just like they gave up. Again, forgive the bad special effects. Never watched a horror movie or anything like that. Oh, my dad liked action movies, so we watched a lot of action movies together. Some scary movies, but they never could hold his attention as much. Like I thought, because I thought The Ring was such a scary movie. I showed him The Ring, and he was like, "Okay." Like if he's gonna do horror, he'd be like action horror, like the Jurassic Park movies we loved, Aliens. Yes. The Accused of Jodie Foster. I've never seen that. And they were safe. Gosh, I just realized it's such a well-written movie. Again, I love the third act of this film, especially all the hospital stuff. Last Friday's back. It's just too bad that some of the musical notes and some of the things in that final fight kind of come off as a little too silly, and the CGI does not hold up at all. But like, I forgive the film, and I love this movie within a movie thing. I love this kind of stuff in movies. We're reading the script. Wes Craven's writing the script of the movie we're watching. And like she's reading the script, and if you notice the first page is how the movie opens. Oh, neurotic. They like see that's like the slow, creepy, suspenseful horror. That's the stuff. Stylistic. Well, at the time that was considered modern horror. The Shining, especially. Classic horror. Like classic rock. Yeah, like the music is weird. Written and directed by Wes Craven. Okay, how many minutes of credits are there? Oh my god, 8. 8 minutes of credits. It said it says it's an hour and 52 minutes. It's 8 minutes. We'll talk for a minute. How did everyone like it? I know most of us have seen it before. River, how was that? I'm sorry I was yapping. I was yapping the whole time. I just literally love this movie. Let's Forgive. Did he direct that though? I don't think he directed it. I think it's one of those like he produced it, or wasn't it like one of those like Wes Craven Presents? Wes Craven's New Nightmare. See, people try to tell me that the movie's called New Nightmare and that he just put his name above the title. And I'm like, no, it's called Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Like, it's called Wes Craven's New Nightmare. My father's 72. Let me see. He says he only watched one horror film ever. All the theaters, drive-in, promotion, barf bags. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, the zombie movie. I heard that wait, okay, so I think you guys were telling me stories on our last live stream when you were like Zombie 2 is an indirect sequel to another movie or something. Edited by Patrick Lussier. That makes sense. Patrick Lussier is the guy who edited like all the Scream movies. Any like 90s kind of late 90s, mid to late 90s, early 2000s slasher moment was usually edited by Patrick Lussier. But someone said that there's no zombie, there's just Zombie 2, and I think you guys were lying to me, and that's not nice. Okay, because I remember they put Wes Craven's name on a lot of stuff back then. Another one was that movie called They, that I remember liking back in the day. I feel like I should watch that again, but it was Wes Craven Presents, and I was like, what does that mean? And he basically just, I think it was like a producer on it or something, and they just were like, let's put his name on it so people want to go see it, which was smart. I would have never watched it otherwise, probably. It was good. I love the fact it was a family and mostly centered on a single individual versus a group of teens. Yes. I loved the meta approach. I love because Wes Craven said in real life, he said, I'm not going to come back to this franchise unless I can bring something completely different and original to it. And he had made comments about the fact that he thought the franchise, even with 3, which he was a huge part of, he thought this is nothing that's happening is what I wanted, where I thought this was going to go, where I wanted it to go. So he was like, I have an idea, you know, the actors playing themselves and being haunted by like a real presence taking the form of Freddy, and they were like, go with it. And I love it. Let me see. Shrek to Wishmaster. I've seen that, but not in a long time, so that would be a good one to do a live watch along to. Zombie 2 is the first in a series that was an indirect sequel to Dawn of the Dead. That's what it was. So, okay, when someone said zombie up above, Lucio Fulci's Zombie, you meant Zombie 2, right? There's no Zombie 1. Because that's where I remember watching. That's the clip of the glass going into the woman's face. And for some reason, I saw that clip as a child. I never saw the movie. Oh, okay. So it's Zombie 2 is also called Zombie. Like they're both whatever. It's the same movie. Okay. Yeah, that messed me up as a kid, seeing that, the glass going into her face. Because I wasn't used to realistic practical effects back then. So that was something. Oh, man. Okay. That might end up being on the channel at some point. I have to do more like Fulci, more Italian horror, more yeah. Let me see. Eye stuff always makes me, yeah, eye stuff and like toes, fingernails, but especially eyes. Need to watch some zombie movies on the channel. Yeah, I did. Okay. We can just say this for a second. I had someone request The Sadness, and I watched on Patreon, and I watched The Sadness, and I recorded The Sadness, and The Sadness is ready to go, but that person didn't pay for that month. So I'm hoping that they do, because that's why I watched it. Like I sat through that insane movie for them. And I thought I was getting ahead of myself by saying, what's your next month movie? And then they told me, and then they didn't pay for it. So hopefully they are going to, so I can post that, and you will have another zombie movie. Even it's like zombies, kind of zombies, not really zombies, but almost. In the trailers, most of them just zombie. Okay, because it's a total. Wait. Oh gosh, Tyler's downstairs crying. Listen, I don't think there's anything at the end of these credits. I just skipped ahead. I can't stay if Tyler's gonna be screaming downstairs. Listen, I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. Can you hear him? I can't stay. I can't listen to that. He's too handsome and perfect. I have to go hang out with him. I'm gonna go hug him and give him kisses. Thank you all for watching this movie with me. If you're on the Discord, I'll talk to you guys on Discord, okay? Thank you. Good night. Bye.